Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel with more news. Because today is the official roadmap stream day from DTG, and as always they always release a little bit more information the afternoon of the actual roadmap stream. So we've had an article out this afternoon and I'm going to link to it down in the description, and I in particular want to look at the UK sections of the article that has come out today, because we've got some screenshots, some more screenshots from All Aboard Studios for the Birmingham to Crewe route, but additionally we've got some screenshots from Just Trains as well for the Preston to Crewe. Is it the Preston to Crewe or is it the Crewe to Preston? I'm going to have to remember the right way around for that one. We'll get to the Just Trains one next after we talked about the Birmingham to Crewe. So let's have a look at the article then from DTG. And as we said the other day, it was officially announced as the first route add-on coming to Train Sim World 6. It was in the 0 to 3 month category, you'll remember. So it is going to come out pretty quick. You'll see from the screenshots that it must be pretty much there, I would say. It is the debut as well for All Aboard Studios into TSW, the developers. And it says, get ready to travel across a new section of the West Coast Main Line. And we've got the familiar slide from the Dovetail Direct. But All Aboard Studios themselves, they say, all aboard for something special. Our first official release for Train Sim World takes you straight into the modern mainline action of the West Midlands and Northwest with the West Coast Main Line Birmingham to Crewe. A fast-paced, electrified corridor packed with energy, contrast and realism, and you can already see the pendor thundering through. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good to me. Look at the level of scenery. You'll see it more on some of the other shots. Wait till you see Crewe Station. Crewe Station looks great. This is the West Coast Main Line as it operates in the 21st century. Your journey begins at Birmingham New Street, Britain's busiest station outside London. From the deep platforms beneath the city, just 2 electrified lines carry you north, climbing out into the open air and into the heart of the Black Country. This looks very much like Wolverhampton to me. Again, lots of detail in there. What follows is a powerful sequence of locations that define the region's railway identity. As you pass through Smethwick, Dudley and Oldbury, the industrial heartbeat of the Black Country pulses around you. Then comes Wolverhampton. You rise above the city, sweeping across rooftops and see the iconic football ground in the distance before arriving at the high-level platforms of this key interchange. Here, lines from Shrewsbury, Stafford, Bescot and Birmingham all converge, making Wolverhampton one of the most operationally significant points on the route. Now that also does hopefully open us up to a little bit more future content. Maybe these guys are going to do what Just Trains have done, and they're going to have this route between Birmingham and Crewe, and then they're going to build on that by providing everything that comes in from either side of this route. I don't know that, but that would be excellent if they did. You know, build up a real network in this region. It'll be excellent. I would so much welcome that. It's not even funny. But look at Birmingham New Street. Birmingham New Street is looking very, very nice. I hope we've got rid of the glowing benches that we've got on the platforms, which we've got with the Birmingham Cross City. I don't know if you've seen that. They glow in the dark, and as you walk up to them, the light gets turned off and they go back to normal. I'm hoping that's fixed. Now, this, I assume, is going to be a brand new Birmingham New Street. I don't know. I'm hoping it is. You know, similar to the way that Alan Thompson Sim did a brand new Manchester Piccadilly, and they opened it all up from the one we got with the Glossop line. I'm hoping this is a similar thing for Birmingham, and they've expanded or recreated the one from the Birmingham Cross City, because that'll be really good, and made a lot of improvements. So north of Wolverhampton, the scene transforms, the city noise fades, and you enter the broad rural landscape of Staffordshire. The run into Stafford brings open track, steady gradients and clear skies. It is here you join the core of the West Coast Main Line. Every detail has been built to reflect the current day infrastructure. Your final approach into Crewe is a railway experience in itself. Long known as a major hub in the national network, Crewe features wide sweeping platforms, complex track layouts, and operational detail at every turn. It's a fitting endpoint for a route defined by pace, presence, and purpose. You can see a shot here of the platforms at Crewe. On the way into Crewe from the south, there are all the sidings, aren't there? There's all the Class 60/60s you see there. You see Rail Tours Park there. There's so much opportunity there. It's a big space. It's a very big space. If you know Crewe, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a very big space, and I hope it's filled up. And I hope, maybe we can run rail tours to and from there. That'd be really, really good. We'll have to wait and see until we get more details. But then the Class 350, the Desiro, is your main traction for the journey. This familiar and trusted unit appears here in all three subclasses, which are the 350/1, the /2, and the /3. Each delivered with its own distinct livery, just as they would have been seen in 2019. From interior layouts to visual features and branding, every variation has been recreated for full immersion. And there's a picture there of Crewe sorting sidings north box, and you can see just poking out there, I'm assuming that's the football ground there, Crewe Alexandra just in the background, which is quite nice that that's in. So Crewe Station is just up there behind there. Adding an extra layer of personality to the route is 350-235, wearing its unique British Transport Police livery. That's interesting. You'll see this eye-catching unit throughout your drives, appearing across the timetable as it follows its real-world diagram. There are more than 350 playable services waiting in timetable mode. With a full weekday of operations represented, you'll take on everything from first light commuter runs, the mid-afternoon stoppers, and evening express services, whether running non-stop from Wolverhampton to Crewe or stopping at every station from Birmingham northwards. Every journey offers something different. There is a 350 on its way. Oh, it looks pretty good. I can't wait for this to come out. I can't wait for TSW6 to come out. But already having the news that we're going to get a route like this, and the one we're going to talk about in a minute as well from Just Trains, this is like, they're all 0 to 3 months as well. So potentially we can have both routes by Christmas, which is pretty exciting. The route is filled with detail from football stadiums at Wolverhampton and Crewe to hand-placed industrial and residential scenery in Soho, Albury and Stafford. This is a railway environment that feels lived in. Almost 100 bespoke bridges have been created. That's took some time, I bet. Custom overhead line equipment installed throughout, and every station built using real references from the period. West Coast Main Line Birmingham to Crewe is more than just a railway line, it's a living network shaped by the people, places and trains that it uses every day, or that use it every day. So there's more screenshots. I'm going to show you these, but I can't scroll through. I'm going to have to click on each one, unfortunately. So there's a lot of shots of the actual scenery and the custom assets that they've been talking about. We'll just have a very quick look through. The overhead catenary there is looking pretty good to me. We've got the sheds there as well. I'm hoping we'll get those populated as well in the game. And look at the outside of Crewe Station. When I worked on the railway, I used to come here quite a bit. I don't know if it still is, but this was Rail House at Crewe. This building, this belonged to the railway. Whether it is now, I have no idea. But I used to come quite regularly from Preston to Crewe, and I used to go into this building back in the day. It was a few years ago, I can tell you. Another shot of Crewe Station. I think they've captured that brilliantly. I don't know what you think. You guys that know Crewe, let me know in the comments. I think they've made an excellent job there. I don't know where these guys are based, by the way. I don't know if they're based in Crewe or in Birmingham or somewhere in between. They might not even be based anywhere near the route. But it looks to me like a fan-made route, if you will. There's a lot of detail being put in from people who probably use the route quite a bit. So it's really nice to see that. And then the final one we've got, again, is at Crewe Station. And we can see the 350s are in here. We've got a 323 there, poking out. We've got a East Midlands Railway livery. Is that a 158 there at the back? So already that is giving us some sort of ideas as to what we're going to see layered in on this one. Now, it won't come as any surprise to you that the pick of the bunch from the whole thing for me is the new Just Trains route. We've been expecting one, haven't we, for quite some time. It's been pretty quiet since Preston to Carlisle released in November last year. We know they're doing a pacer, and that's on the roadmap as well. I don't think that's got a date. I can't remember. I need to go back and have a look at the roadmap. Anyway, but the Crewe to Preston route was announced, and again, if they're going to do this to me every year at this time of year, I'm going to have to go and see the doctor and get a sick note or something, because I just get a little bit too excited about these local routes to me. This one is no exception. And there's a little bit of information in this as well that we'll get to, which I kind of hinted at in the last video that I did, as to I was hoping there would be a certain depot included in this, which is synonymous with haul runs in Preston, and it has been, and it's named, so we'll talk about it. But as we did with the Birmingham to Crewe route, let's have a quick look at what Just Trains have come up with, because we've got some screenshots as well included in today's article. So Just Trains say this busy section located in northwest England includes the historic railway town of Crewe, as well as a multitude of branches which will allow you to explore a number of lesser known areas, such as, and here it is, the Deepdale branch north of Preston. Now, the Deepdale branch, as it might suggest if you're a fan of football, Deepdale is also the name of the place where Preston North End play, and the Deepdale branch does come right up to Lowthorpe Road, where the football ground is. Now, this is set in 1986, but in 1986, the Deepdale branch was still fairly busy. It did come up as up to Deepdale. It used to be the Preston to Longridge line. The part beyond Deepdale closed. It was part of Beeching. It got axed in the 60s. It did run up a little bit further than Deepdale, up to Redscore, because there was a Courtaulds factory up there. But then in the 80s, it scaled back once Courtaulds closed, and it only went as far as Lowthorpe Road at Deepdale for coal runs. If you go and have a look on YouTube, there are some videos that you can see of the Deepdale branch. There's only a couple, but you can see a big 37 and a 40 going down there. But it is well known in Preston for the coal yard, which is just at the end of the Deepdale branch. So I'm really excited that Deepdale is going to be in here. With varying speed limits and track arrangements, you'll constantly be adjusting to the line ahead, whether you're driving 100 miles per hour express or a 45 miles per hour freight. This immersive route will take you back to an era when the West Coast Main Line was truly alive with a huge variety of traffic. A huge variety. Honestly, I'm really excited. There's a picture of the train coming through Leyland. You can instantly tell it's Leyland with the long platforms. Can't quite see. This is the station over this side. Can't quite see the name of the station, but that's definitely Leyland. And this, of course, is an 86/4 locomotive, which is available for high-speed passenger and freight runs between Preston and Crewe. You can drive the upgraded Class 20/0 with numerous external improvements, including a head code box variant. A star feature is its all-new slow speed control for precision merry-go-round coal operations. Enjoy the much improved Class 47/3, a brand new subclass, which along with external changes and cab modifications also features the slow speed control operation, which can be used when moving the brand new HEA coal hoppers and upgraded HEAs, which includes a new livery and enhanced weathering. They kind of think of everything, don't they, these guys? This is why we only get one route a year from them. They put so much detail into the thing. When it comes out, it's absolutely brilliant. The HEAs were used on household coal duties. For passenger operations, the Mark IID corridor coaches are supplied in TSO, BFK and FK variants, along with a Mark 1 NEA and RBR restaurant Buffy car. So we're getting the Buffy car back again, which is nice. But look at this. Look at this BR Blue Class 20. There's different variations here, so you can see the one with the head code, which was mentioned. Here's one without the head code. This one has got this is probably the front end of this head code one, isn't it? And you can see the plows, if you will, at the front. I'm sure there's another name for those, but let's call them plows. Gosh, we were only talking about this the other day, how the Class 20, we were calling out for a BI Blue Class 20, because don't forget, the cargo line pack is coming out also with a Class 20. That will be for the nuclear runs. That's cargo line 5, I believe, which is also, by the way, on the roadmap. We talked about that the other day. But this BI Blue one with the weathering, look at the weathering on that. It's absolutely brilliant, that. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, set in 1986, as we mentioned at the top, the route has our, this is Just Trains talking, by the way, has our most intensive and varied timetable to date, featuring a wealth of passenger services, postal trains, end-to-end freight trains, shunting operations and light engine moves, along with excursions, all merging to provide a wealth of variety and tackle the challenge of running merry-go-round coal trains from Bickershaw and Parkside collieries to Fiddler's Ferry power station. Of course, you will be able to route hop to join up with the other Just Trains routes, making Crewe Preston a valuable addition to your West Coast Routes library. It's the first time I've heard that. Does that mean we're planning some more at some point, somewhere? I don't know. I really do. We talked about this on the live stream the other night. I really hope in a future TSW there is the ability not just to route hop, but to connect some of these routes together, because Preston Carlisle, Preston Crewe, this one, and Blackpool branches, can you imagine if you could just join those up and have the whole network without having to route hop? Don't get me wrong, route hopping's good. It's a step in the right direction, but imagine if you could just seamlessly do it. That would be awesome. It really would. Here's an 86 coming past Winsford box as well, which is... Oh, I can't even... You know what I feel like about the Just Train stuff? I have always thought, since Blackpool branches came out, it's just a step up in quality. And it's the bar that everybody needs to sort of aspire to. I still think exactly the same. Preston Carlisle at the moment is still my favourite route in the game. And, you know, this one is probably the only one right now that could probably knock that one off its perch. Although the one we just talked about, the Birmingham Crewe, might be a contender for it, because that's going to be a decent run, isn't it, as well? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's all there is today. I don't think there are any other screenshots. There aren't. And that was just a quick update I wanted to do. There's a lot of stuff in the article about all the different routes and everything that was announced in Take a Ticket. So I'm not going to go through that. You have a look through the article yourself. Join in with the stream tonight that Dovetail are doing. And I'm sure there'll be more information from Matt and Alex and whoever else is there from DTG to actually present that. But just the UK stuff is what I'm most excited about. So I just want to pick that out and show that to you and just go through it with you. Let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching all the previous videos of this week. Thank you to all the new subscribers that have come in, by the way. Much appreciated. Do jump in one of the live streams we have on a Monday night and come and say hello directly if you want to. You're more than welcome. Take it easy. I will see you on the next video. And as always, bye for now.